Hey there, how's it going? My name is Destiny and welcome back to my channel. So in the last video, if you can remember, we went ahead and worked with the create view. So now you can successfully create a question with our Stackoverflow clone. But in this one, we want to add a function that's going to allow users actually update their question. For example, let's say this wasn't the title you want to use, you want to update it. Now nothing is gonna happen, but let's actually go ahead and add the functionality. So it's quite simple. What we want to do is come over to the views.py and we're gonna import update view from there. And also what we want to do from here is quite easy. We're just gonna copy this. Yeah, let's copy this and we are gonna paste it down there just like that. Okay, so pasting it down there, not bad. Now we want to change this to question update view, and this one over here too has to be update view, and we still need the same thing. But for now, let's comment this out. If we get an error, we uncomment it. Okay, so with this now we need the URL and we need to duplicate this one because it's gonna look exactly like this one. Now we're gonna go over to update. Okay, hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Now you see in this question it has questions/pk. In other words, 10. This is it, questions/pk. But this time around we want to update this particular question, so we want to come over to something like questions/the question identity / the updates page. That's going to help us update it. Now we need to add it over here. This is it, I added over here. Hopefully you understand. Now I'm going to change this to question update view, and finally question update, just like that. Now when I refresh this, working fine, and when I come to /update, okay, not bad. Now we can say updated, hit post question, boom, working perfectly fine. It's updated the question, and we can still go back and do other things. This update is kind of short, not really long. It's something that once you understand the way we work with views, work with generic views, connect it to our templates and have a URL for it. See, let me tell you something. Whenever you want to make a web page in Django, you need three things. I know I actually say this when I started this course. You need a view for it. For example, let me come over here, and hopefully once you just understand this part, every other thing should be easy for you. Every other thing is just gonna be to you. Every other thing that you want to do will just be like looking for a way to implement it, because you already have the idea of how things work. That's the way you're supposed to learn. Know how it works. You don't necessarily need to cram everything. Just have a book or whatever, write them down, know how it works, and just look for a way to implement it. So there's Google, there's Stack Overflow, all that. Okay, so we have a view. This view is going to help us update our question. Now this view need a URL that we are going to come over to like this /update. So it's actually in the URL. If it doesn't get a URL, it's not going to know where you want to go. URL is just like a location map or something like that. So, and the next thing we want to do, okay, if you know the full meaning of URL, I think it's uniform resource locator. Let's see, URL. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, it's uniform resource locator. So it simply helps you locate a web page, something like that. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Then after getting a view and getting the URL, now you actually don't want your site to be blank. For example, let's come over to the question update. Okay, the question update actually uses the same form with the question underscore form. But let's get rid of this now and let's come over here and refresh. So as you can see, this is an empty page now. That's because our template has nothing. So when you've gotten a view, you've gotten a URL, you need a place where you're going to write your code, like where your implementation is going to happen, and that's where you get all this code. And when you refresh, everything works fine and expected. So that's pretty much what we want to learn. Let's just go ahead and configure this button over here and configure this one too. So simply from the question detail, I already did it over here. I'm just gonna copy it. Let me just copy it over like that. I'm gonna come over to question form. No, I think it's let's say Okay, this is it. It's working now. So I want to update this one. So I'm going to come over to, let's see, where is it? It's in question detail here. Okay, I think it's this, and this should be it. So we just simply paste this in, change this to update. Now when we refresh, okay, it says no blah blah blah. So I think something is actually missing. Let's see what is missing. I think what is missing is the object.id, and that's not it. It's question.id. That's it. So now when we hit this, it allows us to update a question. We can post it again, so we can update this, and let's say we want to reduce the contents to something like this. Now we post. You can see we have only that now. So this is really cool. We are still gonna add a whole lot of function in a way that Destiny is logged in now. But let's say I want to log in as another user, I can still edit their post, and that's not what I want. I actually want each users to update their own post. That's pretty much what I want, and we're gonna do that in the upcoming videos. But for now, I think we actually achieved a whole lot of things, and okay, I think we should go ahead and make the function that's going to allow only a particular user update their post before we actually go ahead and end of this video. So okay, what we need to do is come over to views.py, and just below this class update view, we're going to define a new function, and we're going to name this test_func. So we're going to define test_func, and I think we should pass in self, and is there, I don't think there is any other thing. Now the first thing we want to say is question. So we have question should equal to self.get_object. Yeah, just like that. So self.get_object is a method. Now what we want to do is quite simple. We want to say if self.request.user is equal to the question.user. Now I'm still going to explain this if you don't understand already. Then what do we want to do? It's very simple. We want to return true, and else we simply return false, or we could just say false, or let's return false. Okay, so this now, let's try updating another user's information, but I already forgot the password of the users, so I'm sorry, the username of the user. So I'm going to come here and grab one. So this is Tom now, and as you can see, Destiny made this post, Karim made this one. So I'm going to log out and I'm going to log in again, but this time around I'm going to log in as Tom. So I'm going to log in as Tom, and when I hit the sign in, okay, oh, it says user has no profile. Okay, I think Tom didn't actually have any profile yet. Let's get back to our site. Let's get back. Okay, for the profile, I think it's only Tom111. So we need to log in as Tom111. In that case, I'm just gonna come over here and log out, and I'm gonna try logging in again, but this time around as Tom1111. Let me actually confirm that. Okay, come over here. It's 4 ones. Then I'm gonna log in with my password. That's it over there. Hit sign in. Okay, so we logged in as Tom. Come over to the profile. It's okay, the profile button is not yet working, but when we come over to /profile, yeah, we see his profile. So now what I want to do is quite easy. I want to try updating another user's question. So I'm just gonna come over to /question. Okay, right now I'm Tom. Let's view Destiny's question, and let's mischievously try to update it. Then what do you notice? It actually brings up this update button, and that is bad. That's not what we want to do. For now, let's actually view the profile, so you see that it's actually Tom that's logged in. So as you can see, it's Tom111, and let's get back here. So this post was by Desphixs, and now when we hit update, it still tries updating the question for him. So let's go ahead and fix this now. Okay, back to our views.py. We need to actually work with a couple things over here. Okay, so in order to fix the error that we are getting that actually allows other users updates, other users question, what we want to do is quite easy. So it's as easy as coming over here, and we want to import what is called the user passes test mixin. So we're going to import that from Django, Django.contrib.auth.mixins. we want to import users passes test and want to import login required. So what does user passes test mixin does? It's quite easy. Now over here, I'm just gonna come to the back, gonna pass it in like that, and also just like that. So right now, when I come over here now, get back and refresh this, and let's say I'm trying to update this question. What do you see? You see the 403 forbidden error because it's not my question. When I hit update, boom, that happens. But this time around, let's log in, and let's try logging in as Destiny instead and sign in. Okay, question, and Destiny asks this one, so we're gonna open it up, and boom, when we want to update it, it successfully updates. So as you can see, that's it's pretty good. In the next video, we're gonna talk about what the login required mixin does. So for now, I think that should be it for everything that we want to do for the for the detail view, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it and learned something new. And if you did, don't forget to drop a like on this video, consider subscribing as it really means the world to me. The next video, you don't want to miss it, we'll be rounding up with a CRUD, and that's when we're gonna simply make a delete function that's gonna help us delete questions from our Stack Overflow clone. I hope I'll see you guys in the next video. For now, my love, peace out.